What's up, guys? So today I'm going to do a quick video about Valve's Steambox, the Nvidia's Project Shield, as well as Razer's Edge. So all three of these are upcoming handheld, well, not handheld, but like portable devices. And so we'll start with the Steambox. So the Steambox is basically just a really tiny computer that can run Linux or Windows, whichever one you want. It's actually up to you, according to Gabe Newell, the co-founder of Valve. And basically, it has some sort of Nvidia, probably a Tegra, would be my guess, an Nvidia Tegra GPU on it, and it's capable of producing, according to IGN, up to 8 screens. Flawlessly with you still achieve great performance. I don't see how this is possible on something so small. I have two 7970s, and I think running triple monitors on, running 8 monitors, God forbid, on like Battlefield, for example, there's no way. There's like no way of doing that. But basically, the Steambox is looks like it's gonna be a late 2013, probably early 2014 release. It's very, very small. It's good for taking to friends' places. You plug in your internet, you plug in your keyboard, mouse, and that's actually that's the downside to this, really. It's small, but you still have to carry around a keyboard and a mouse. Whereas if you go to the Nvidia's Project Shield, their handheld device, it's using a Tegra 4, it has a controller, its own monitor, its onboard sound, and the way the Project Shield works is you have your computer doing all the graphics processing. And for example, you're out in the backyard and there's a Wi-Fi signal. What happens is, if you want to play a game, your computer will do all the graphics processing because it has all the horsepower. Send it over the network straight to the handheld device, and the Tegra 4 chip will then process it and display it on the small high-res screen. And to be honest with you, this is what I think would be ideal. It would be good if it was had its own, like, if you could put like a small SSD with maybe 3 or 4 games on it, and it could, even Battlefield, like in low quality, would still be fun, and you could take it anywhere. But it is what it is. And then there's also Razer's Edge, and this is like almost pretty much a full-fledged computer, but it's built for gaming. So according to Games on Net, they started at $999. That's for the standard. That comes with a Core i5 a GT640M GPU, 4GB of RAM, and a 64GB SSD. So you could store a couple of games as well as your operating system. It'd be excellent. It'd be excellent for light gamers, and it's basically like a takeaway ultrabook if you really wanted to. And then there's the Pro version, which has 128GB or 256 SSD. Same kind of specs, except comes with an i7 and 8GB of RAM as well. Now, I think that the Razer handheld, Razer Edge, will take off, to be honest with you, because it has horsepower. It's not a lot of horsepower, but it has horsepower, and it's ready to basically plug and play. Literally, it has, they reckon 4 to 6 hours of battery life, and if you really want to, you can plug in. Razer has its own controller for it, so if you really wanted to, you could plug that in. So, which 3 of these would I choose? I'm gonna be honest, I'd choose the Project Shield, because, honestly, how often are you gonna go out and I want to play Battlefield, and you're on the train? Not very realistic. Well, as if I want to go downstairs where my computer isn't, I can just take my device downstairs and just play downstairs. And the Steambox, well, that's good if you get, like LAN parties. That'd be excellent for LAN parties. Going over to like a friend's house, just plug it in, plug in your keyboard, mouse, and a monitor, set, ready to go. So that's my take on all of these. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please like it, as it really helps me out, and leave a comment on what you would prefer and what you think. Please subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Thanks very much.